Hello, I'm Chef Rahman. Thank you for tuning in to Classic Comfort Dinners, and make sure you subscribe, share and like my videos. Today the dish I'm going to be teaching you, which will definitely fill up your stomachs and make everyone happy who tries it, is going to be a Chinese style stir fry. We're going to serve it with some chicken breasts. You can buy some ready-made mixed vegetables which go nicely with your stir fry. So I've bought some here. You got some bean sprouts, some red peppers, you got some lettuce leaves, you got some cabbage, and there's all sorts there. You can pick different ones if you want, but if you're only cooking for 2 or 3 people, just get one of these. It will save you some much more time and effort. And then I've got some spring onions here, nice and long. I'm going to cut the tips off, and then these will be going in as well while I fry. The noodles I'm using are medium-sized egg noodles. You could buy a packet of this from any supermarket. And essentially you have to have some soy sauce to go into your noodles and your stir fry. To enhance your flavour a bit more, you can buy these ready-made sauces which you chuck in while you're cooking there. Okay? Also, you're going to need this pan to cook your noodles in. So we can start off by just filling up with water and bringing it to boil now. So I'm just going to get this on the fire and get it hot. So let that get to a boil, and then we'll chuck our noodles in there for about 4 to 5 minutes. The thing about making a stir fry is cooking time is extremely quick. It's no longer than 5 minutes. So we're not going to get our pan hot yet, but we've got it ready. The most essential thing is you need to start cutting your veg and getting everything ready to go in straight. So with the chicken breast, what we're going to do, so with the chicken breast, see, this is a nice big breast. I'm only cooking for 2 people, so this will be enough. So I'm just going to cut it into nice thin strips, probably like that. So then they cook quickly, but also you get a little bite when you're tasting it. I've given up my job now because I'm working to start my own place. It's not going to be a restaurant as yet, but it will be a street food. Street food is running very big and good in London, so I want to help catch that market and help bring awareness into our generations, So we get our chicken meat and simply just place it here, ready to go in. So everything that's ready, I'm just going to put here on the side. Spring onions, they're nice and fresh. We're going to chuck them in at the end, but I'll just simply show you what to do with it. So just cut into nice circles. So we're going to place all our vegetables ready to go. This is like the airport. This is like Heathrow Airport. All nations, all colours and countries, all in harmony. So as you can see here, we've got all the veg ready. So that's all my veg ready to go, easy as A, B, C. Put that there on the side. So now we've got the water boiling. All we have to do is chuck in our noodles straight and let that boil for about 4 minutes. Let's get it under the water. Now we're going to get our wok on. Normally you can use a nut oil, like walnut oil or even sesame seed oil. I'm just going to go for the traditional olive oil, traditional in terms of European. So first of all, you need to get your pan very hot. Don't worry about the alarm going off. I'm probably going to set it off, but I want my hot pan regardless of the alarm going off. So first, when you see the smoke coming out of your pan, that's when you add the oil, and then you just add your vegetables and your meat one by one, so everything gets to cook in order. Obviously the chicken will take longer to cook, So I'm going to get that in. You chuck in the mushrooms so I can get a salty colour. Then you've got some spring onions which go at the end. And all this will go in after the mushrooms. Get all that sweated off. Add more sauces, add more flavours. And then you've got spring onion to finish it off. It's literally that simple. Just give my noodles a little stir. So I've got about 3 minutes left on there. I'm going to move on to this one because I've got a bigger flame. But it's a bigger risk as well because you could end up burning your pan. Here we go, we've got a hot smoky pan. Going to add more olive oil. You see the oil gets hot straight away. Now chuck in chicken. Leave it, let it sit on the heat, keep the heat on high and just let it do its thing. You see how it's starting to go white now, that means it's searing around. I want to add a bit of colour there as well. So it start going golden. Spread it out. In a Chinese restaurant they will have a really strong flame and they will literally get that colour in seconds. Obviously this is at home, so don't think, oh look, I'm not doing it right because it's not being as quick as they show on TV. Just take it easy, relax, let the pan do the work. So this is my strongest flame and it's taking a bit longer, but be patient and wait for the colour to come in and let the chicken steam away. Now I'm going to get another plate ready because once the chicken's cooked, I take the chicken off and I use that pan to finish off everything. So now I've got my chicken starting to get a bit of caramelized colour. I'm going to take that off, let it sit, keep the heat on high. I want to chuck in slowly. Now the mushrooms, stir the mushrooms around. Let it get a nice little colour, let it fry a bit, let it cook through. My noodles are ready. It's been about 4 minutes now. So we've got the noodles sitting there on the side, ready to go in the saucepan. Your pan's drying out, just add a bit more oil, help it cook through. I'm now going to add some of the sauce on my chicken, just get a bit of flavour in there, like a marinade. And the rest I'm going to add it through the vegetables. Mushrooms, nicely coloured, pan's getting hot, chuck in the rest of the veg. Now you're going to see it's going to start slowing down again. So be patient, stir it around, make sure everyone gets evenly cooked. Now you can add a pinch of salt and pepper. There we go. And again, let this steam, let this cook. You try some noodles out. Cooked food, I don't like al dente on noodles, I like it a bit more soggy and soft. So for me that's perfect. It's been cooked for about 5 minutes. Usually when you buy the noodles, on the packet it should say how long they recommend you to cook it for. Oh, I'm getting all the aromas coming out of the bean sprouts, red onions, peppers, mushrooms, got some chicken juices in there, all that flavour is coming out my nose and really making me hungry, I can't wait. So let's do that stir, yeah. Chicken, I'm just going to coat the marinade around all of the chicken, like that. The chickens are still not fully cooked. Kept it a little bit under, so when I put it in with the rest, it can finish off properly without getting dry. Chicken there. Stir, stir, stir. So that's why it's called stir fry, because we're doing this literally, cooking in a wok. So my vegetables are almost there now. Let it steam a little bit longer. So now my vegetables nicely steamed. They've got a little bit of a bite in there, you want bite. And then I'm just going to add the rest of my marinade sauce. Squeeze it all in, don't waste anything. There you go, like that. And stir that nicely. See how all that sauce is getting sucked into the vegetables while the vegetables are steaming in there. So it's like marinating while you're cooking. So we're going to chuck in the chicken pieces, all of it. Stir that. Now let the chicken get a bit more heat again. Once it gets hot, we're going to add the soy sauce. Okay, the pan's hot now. I'm going to add some soy sauce. There we go. Has become saucy. I'm going to chuck in the noodles. They've been sitting there for a minute or so. Just separate it so they're not stuck together. Just like that. There we go. It's all in. Now, this is where this comes into good use. You just pinch and twist. So everything from the bottom can go through into the noodles. There we go, like that. And if you're brave enough, give it the flick. But I wouldn't recommend it when you've got a full pan like that, because you'll just make a right mess in the back. And then the missus will be on your case. There we go. Put all that in there. There we go, like that. You see how it's all looking nice and juicy. Normally you'll pay about £20 for this, the amount of you got in there. So then I chuck in my spring onions to add fresh flavour and a bit more onionness in there. I love onions. So this will bring the aroma out. And just let it cook on full heat for about a minute. I'll just give it a little taste. Okay, that marinade has brought out a lot of sweet chili flavour there. I want it a bit more salty, so I'm going to add some soy sauce. Stir that around, and that is now ready to be plated. Simple. So to plate up your wonderful noodles, I would say put it on a big plate or a platter and let everyone else help themselves. Not everyone has the same amount of portions as you. And then I'm just going to squeeze the lemon juice. Leave it the rest there on the side. And there you have it. Simple, cheap. There's one chicken breast in there, which will cost you about £1. Look at the colours. Fortunately, you can't smell it because it smells great. It's the best part about it. But there you have it. Homemade stir-fried noodles with a little bit of help from the supermarket. Bye bye, thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching my recipes, and everyone who's been subscribing to my channel, liking my videos, sharing them as well. Thank you very much. Honestly, you don't understand how much it means to me. And hopefully in the future I can one day cook for you, or you can try my cooking out. And that's it. Take care. Enjoy trying out my recipes. Do you have any chili flakes? Quick little tip so you can enhance your flavours a bit more is I've got some chili flakes here. I'm just going to put oil into it, And if you just serve that on the side and let someone spoon that over their meal, it will add a bit of chili kick to it. I like chili, that's why I'm making this for myself.